Hi, Jambo, habari zenu. How are you doing this day, Team Pamela? I hope you are fine. We thank God for everything. Welcome, everyone. If it is your first time to be in Pamela's World Kenya channel, feel welcome. My returning viewers, my subscribers, everybody on board, feel welcome. Here, we are just here to entertain, agree and disagree maturely, not insult. So if you have your insult, take them somewhere else. So now today's video, I want us to check on things which are happening in Nyabohanse. But before we jump into that, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, share the video, and let me know what you think of today's video. So to our reaction video of today, today's video, I want us to check on what is happening in Nyabohanse, because there are so many cries in Nyabohanse. You go to Nyabohanse, you'll get entertainment. You go to Nyabohanse, you'll get all sorts of things in this world, because every eye looks at Nyabohanse, and even the people who are not even YouTubers now have entered Nyabohanse. Nyabohanse is known for YouTubers, but now there are funny things which are now happening in Nyabohanse. What is happening? What is the cry, all this cry about? Well, the other time we heard Gintu saying his dogs were stolen, and we came here and asked what is happening. Gintu's dogs were stolen not long ago. They just went missing like that. Then again, Nasto came and said now his 2 German Shepherd dogs have disappeared. Nobody knows where they have gone. Again, Mama Ann's family also now, the cow which was is not even there, is also stolen from the compound. And these places we are talking about, you look at Nasto's place, it has a perimeter wall. You look at Mama Ann's place, they have a perimeter wall. The Gintu ones, I don't know exactly, because Gintu have not shown us the home. Maybe the one which I've seen, there's no perimeter wall, but still the dogs are aggressive. So for someone to come and just take them like that is something which are fishy. So those are the areas I want us to check, because we will start with Nasto. Nasto, you check Nasto's wall or the compound, it is well maintained or manned, because the wall is there and the dogs are aggressive according to Nasto, and it is not easy for someone to access that compound. So what do you think happened? Before I even put Nasto's clip here, because now, number one thing we have to understand, we should not forget, because when we are reacting, we have to say the truth how it is. Or maybe this is now where we agree to disagree. Normally, when people stay at the border is always a place whereby people smuggle things from this side to that side. It is easy for things to disappear while you stay near border, because maybe you have friends of the other side which can maybe help you do other things on the other side. So it is always not a good place to be in, especially when you have maybe valuable things, or maybe things which the other people can maybe admire. It is very easy for things to disappear when you are staying near the border. It is very good in business. This is it. Very good in business while you're a business person. But when it comes to security, people who live in the border, most of the time, they don't have that good peace which people enjoy out here. So that is what I can say. So you see, like now, the Nasto's dogs, they just disappeared like that. And he traced them. Even the video he talked about, he even went and reported, which we are going to hear now. But it is very easy for someone maybe who knew this dog. According to Nasto, the dogs had a trainer, and the trainer is the one who sold the dogs to him. See? So the trainer might understand the language of the dog, or the dogs might understand the language of the trainer. It's very easy for the trainer to get away with the dogs. I'm not pointing fingers, I'm just giving an example. Again, Naso also have people like now, the people who works for him, like the Yeyo. These are people who are close to the dogs, because an aggressive dog, unless maybe someone poison the dog, or maybe give it something which makes them sleep, that is now when you can carry them. But before you carry them, they have to bark. You see, this is how I think. Before you carry them, they have to bark. So these Naso's dogs never bark. That shows whoever took them is someone they know. So there was no way out the dogs could have barked. Or whoever took them is someone who was training them. because he knows the language of the dog. So among these, before he goes out maybe to think of someone else's out there, you have to start with the inner people who are very close to you, because it's very difficult for someone to come from outside very far, someone who doesn't know you, who has no idea where to start from, to come and enter your compound and take your dog. That one is not possible. According to my understanding, it is very hard for just a stranger to come and pick the dogs, unless there's people who have been seeing this dog, people who the dogs are used to, people who knows how to deal with them. These are the people who you can suspect. And when investigations start, normally investigations start from the closest people, because you cannot start from people from afar and you leave the people who are inside there. So I want us to check the Nasto, maybe how Nasto is feeling and what he's trying to tell us. Then we move to Mama Ann. Then we will finish with Gintu. Because these are the cries of the villagers. Who is doing this to Nyabohanse people? And what is the motive behind all this, maybe stealing of the pets and the cow? Let's just hear what Nasto is trying to say. Then we move ahead to Mama Ann.
Our dogs, yeah, they have been stolen. So for those who have been following us, these dogs have become like a family to us. Yeah, they were a German Shepherd type of breed. One was called Bella, the other one was called Rex. Actually, I'm so much heartbroken, very much, because the journey that we've come together with this since they were puppies up to today, when I just woke up and found that they were nowhere in the compound, it really broke my heart. I've been around the village. I've even gone to the police station. This is the OB. Yeah, I went to Nyabohanse police station. This is the OB number, offense stealing. Yeah. Since morning, we've been trying so much to move around the village. Everywhere. I couldn't even make a video. Right now it's past midday. It's when I've gathered some energy so that I can also share with you.
So that is Nasto now narrating what happened, because his dogs have been stolen. Two German Shepherd dogs have been stolen, and you heard him talking about telling us the names of the dogs, and he's been looking for them because he woke up and didn't find them. And this is a home which is there is a perimeter wall, so he's wondering what happened, because these are dogs which are aggressive, and just when he woke up, he didn't find them. So and he's gone round, went to the police and reported he had the. He's very heartbroken. You know, when you have pets, is now when you come to understand these are family members. Once you have them, you get attached to them, and they become one of you, one or part of you. So two of them have been taken away.
Because you're also part of our family. And I know in our future videos, maybe some of you will be asking, hey, where are your dogs? What happened to them? So, unfortunately, guys, they have been stolen. Actually, they're lost. And I think from what I've been looking around, I think someone has been like luring them towards the gate side. I'll be taking you there shortly. So that's why I think maybe it's someone who knows me. Maybe it's someone who has been coming to a compound and maybe in one way or the other, maybe interacting with them, because they were not dogs that anyone could just come and maybe even touch them. They were very fierce. So I really think that it's either someone who really knows them so much. The only people who have been feeding them here, it's me, Yeyo, and our new guy who is called John. Yeah, he's there. Those are the only three people who have been feeding them. Not even my wife has been feeding them. It's only been the three of us. So I think uh, from what I've been looking around, because I also have CCTV footage, they disappeared around midnight yesterday, midnight, 7th of April 2024, 2025.
Heard what Nasto have just said. Because these dogs, the people who have been feeding them, it is Nasto, Yeyo, and the other new new worker there. So not maybe speculate or maybe start to talk about how it is Yayo or whoever. But for the dogs to disappear like that, it must be someone who is very close to them. Someone who has been going into that home. If it is not the three, or you, the Yayo, and the other one, then there's someone, or maybe a friend, or people who have been coming into the compound who are used to those dogs, who maybe knows how they operate, what they like or what they don't like. So these people have been maybe monitoring the moves of the dog or do what, and no one from far can come and take the dogs away from you. Not even dogs, even stealing from you must be somebody or someone who knows you close. So that is why when investigations are done, investigations always start with the closest people who knows you very well. Like now the dogs would have barked if they didn't bark at all. That means the person who are very close to them, who maybe have been feeding them, or maybe who knows their movement, that is the one who has done this, maybe collaborated with someone else from outside, or maybe gave them something which made them sleep. You can never tell, but that is the only way these dogs would maybe have disappeared like that. But just from nowhere, someone just come and pick them. There's no way out one can just pick a dog which is aggressive, dogs which are aggressive. And then this is just something which was planned. Maybe they just came and carried them. Let's hear what Nasto's what is in his mind, because him as a human being, he also has maybe someone he might suspect. So let's hear whom does he suspect.
Modern breeds. Once maybe you know them, maybe someone has been maybe creating some bond with them slowly. The only people who have been very close to my dogs actually are less than 6. It's me, my family, let me say just my family, one, the two guys who I mentioned, Yeyo, and the new guy that we have is called John. We also have a trainer who used to train them. Actually, I don't know if I should be suspecting him, because he's the same guy who sold for us the dogs. And then we have also our vet. So only those 5 people. Because even in my other family back in Nyabohanse, they're not even close. Even when Vanessa visits, I have to lock them in so that they can easily.
So that is Nasto. And he's counted the people who have been close to the dogs. And you heard him talk about the trainer, because that is how now where his instinct is. He's thinking of maybe this one who has been training them. Of course, yes. Also, you can suspect that, because if he's been training them, the dog is the one who sold the dogs to them. So that can be a bit tricky there. He sold them to him, and then he's the one who has been training them, and now he's the one who knows the language of these dogs. So maybe he has not hinted far. As I said earlier, it is not someone who is from far. No one can come from far and come to your compound and maybe start pulling the dogs away. They would have barked seriously. But this is someone who knows their language. So maybe you can start from there. You can tell the police, the people who have been close to the dog. Then you start from there instead of just talking here and there. Go to the police. You've obtained the OB. You can go back, tell them, let the people whom you mentioned, the 6 of them, at least to be questioned. There's nothing wrong questioning these people rather than going here, going there. Just tell the police, I suspect these 6, maybe the 5 plus you 6, so that the investigation can start from there, and to give the police, or to make the police work to be easy, they can start from the people whom you just mentioned, because there's no one. For sure, there's no one who can come from far, especially with the dogs. Leave alone the cow. Cow you can pull, but the dogs is not easy for someone to just move with the dog just like that. So that is Nasto's fears. He's feeling very bad, and whoever has done that, Nyabohanse is somewhere something else. Now we are seeing now the side of Nyabohanse. Dogs are missing. Let's go to Mama Ann's place and hear what is the cry there, because this one is Nasto's cry. Let's hear what Mama Ann is trying to say, or the family is trying to talk about.
Hi my friends, ya Mama Ann's family, nawasalimia katika jina la Yesu. Namshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu. Ndio maana Biblia inasema ya kwamba tushukuru kila jambo. Kama mambo yanatendeka mabaya tu tunamshukuru Mwenyezi. Namshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu. Namshukuru.
Mama Ann is starting by praising people, praising God, and thanking everyone because she's talking in Kiswahili. So you see her, she's depressed because of the things which have just happened, or that thing which has just happened. Because according to Agi, the cow has been stolen. So let's hear from Mama Ann and know exactly what happened, so that we can pick it from there.
Mwenyezi sana. Juzi Agi watu waliingia, sijui walipitia kwa kuta wakaiba ng'ombe, na jirani yangu alikuwa ameniambia nimtunzie ng'ombe achenge ndio achukue. Ilikuwa inalala hapa pamoja na mbuzi. Jana juzi ilichukuliwa kwa usiku.
I'm very happy. Appreciate God because of today. We are okay. We are happy. Although yesterday the thief enters in the compound and they stolen the cow which was here, our neighbor cow. So the thief came and took it and they went with it.
So according to Mama Ann, they have a neighbor who gave them the cow because I know in their home they have that perimeter wall, and with the cows, when you just have a home without maybe a home which is not fenced, maybe he feared maybe the thief can come and take the cow. So neighbors, when you're living well with your neighbor, so she told Mama Ann to maybe keep the cow for them there while they are still maybe building wherever they are building. So the cow was sleeping at Mama Ann's compound. Then the other day, the thief came and took the cow. So this is now where the problem is. Mama Ann is not happy because the cow which is stolen is not their cow. It's not her cow. It is a neighbor's cow. So she's so devastated because what is she going to do with if the cow was hers, then that would have been okay. But now the cow is not hers. I want us just to hear what she's trying to say.
Ilikuwa siku ya Jumamosi.
Saturday.
Mimi niliingia nikaomba, nikaingia kulala. Mvua ikakuja inanyesha hivyo ndogo ndogo, tukaingia tukalala.
I went inside to sleep although the rain was raining.
Baadaye Baba Ana katoka nje.
After midnight, Baba Ann went outside.
Ndio akaona mlango umekuwa ilikuwa mlango wazi, ng'ombe imeenda, ndio akakuja akatuamsha, ng'ombe imeibiwa.
So the gate was open and the cow was not inside.
Tukapiga nduru.
And we cried.
Namshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu sana kwa mambo walioongea.
So that is the story because that happened on Saturday night at around 3 a.m. So Baba Ann went outside and after checking, he checked and then he found the cow. The cow was not there. And then he went in and called Mama Ann. Then they started shouting. And according to the video, how the videos goes on, they followed because Baba Ann and the friends, after shouting, the friends came out and then they followed the cow until that border side. Because as I said earlier, when you are living in the border, most of the things, these dirty things happen in the border. Because of the moment they cross over the other side, you have no power of going the other side and start checking. So they followed the cow's footsteps according to the video as the video goes on, because we cannot put everything. What is here is that the cow, Mama Ann's cow or the neighbor's cow, which was sleeping at Mama Ann, has been stolen, and it was stolen on Saturday. And these are the cries of Nyabohanse people, because now Nasto dogs have been stolen. Now Mama Ann's cow has been stolen. And this cow is not Mama Ann's cow. Someone, a neighbor, just told Mama, how keep this for me, because at least you have a compound where it can sleep. So as the video goes on, even Agi also asked the father, what happened? Did you leave the gate open? No, he said the gate was closed, but they didn't put the padlock. So it was easy for someone from outside also to come and take the cow. So now also this one, as you see it, because it's not easy also for someone from outside to come and maybe pick the cow, unless it is someone also who knows there's a cow which sleeps here. There's a neighbor's cow which sleeps here. And who knows the gate, normally they don't put the padlock. And according to them, it's like now the people, they jumped. If there was no padlock, there's no need of jumping because they could just open the gate. There's no padlock, of course. So it is not about jumping. These are people who know this family very well. They know, okay, they just lock it, but they don't put a padlock. So they just open and then remove the cow. So this is someone also who knows them very well. So the things which are happening in Nyabohanse, sometimes you wonder, is it the owner of the cow who came and took his cow? Because sometimes you can never trust. Eh? He is the one who knows the cow is there. Unless maybe there's any other person or maybe a close friend who knows so and so's cow sleeps here. And the owner of the cow also knows my cow sleeps there and there's no padlock in the door, in the gate, sorry. So here also, these people also should not look further. They should just start with the people who are close to them. Unless maybe if many people come to your home, that is now when you will not know. But for some outsider to come and pick or take the cow, it's not easy. It is only someone who knows you very well. Or maybe the owner just came and took it. Or what is happening in the village? That is now my question. Because there's no way, that one I can tell you for sure. It is either the people who knows Mama Ann or the owner of the cow have just come to collect the cow because he wants these people to pay him double. After taking his cow, again now he wants these people to pay. Because of course they are going to pay. That is why Mama Ann is very devastated. She feels very bad. What am I going to do? This is not my cow. If it would have been mine, then that would be okay. So she's just praying so that the cow can be returned. So let's help her pray. According to her, she said, let's help her pray. But before doing anything, the very close family members or the very close friends, plus the owner of the cow, at least these are the people whom the police will start with, because you cannot go far and leave the people who knows everything which is happening in the compound. You leave them. For the cow to move from the house or the compound, there must be someone very close, someone who knows these cows sleep there, because the cow was sleeping near where the goats are. They were just together, but the goats were spared and the cow was taken. Can you imagine that? That gives that maybe suspicion. Could it be the owner who came and took his cow? So before they go further, my advice to them, let them start with the people who are close to them. At least there, they will also give the police or the investigation easy work, as I said in Nasto. Because Nasto also, leave alone the people who have been coming. He also have many people who go to the compound. Maybe he's been telling people how he's training his dog. Maybe he's been telling people how the dog movement of the dogs. You can never tell. But still, the investigation should just start with the people who are just close to you. The other time we had Gintu also came out and talked about his dogs who were taken away. So the cry is too much in Nyabohanse. You know, Nasto, according to Nasto, he's saying the first dog which he had was poisoned. And then now this one, the two are taken away because things can happen. Maybe someone just wanted to take the dogs away and go sell them because they love them, or go keep them. But on the other hand, maybe there are people who don't love you and they would want to take your security away. And that shows that the Nasto or Gintu, they need to be careful because you never know who is surrounding you. Even Mama Ann, they also need to be careful. So these gates which they have, the compound should be secured, and make sure they put security and check whom they are dealing with, because you never know. Maybe someone might do that and with the bad motive. So I that is what I can say there, because for someone to steal your dog, someone to come and steal your cow, these are people who are close to you, and these are people who don't love you. So you have to be very careful how you handle your issues, or how you handle things. And more so, you can never tell. You pray a lot, because only God knows the hearts of a human being. You can maybe put security, but still you can't know what people think about you. So otherwise, Nyabohanse, there's a lot going in Nyabohanse. Now from the YouTube street, now they are now on the things which they are owning. Dogs are disappearing. Now the cows are disappearing. Next, what is going to disappear? Anyway, that is what is happening there. Let's pray for them, because these are our people, and we need them to have peace. And what I can say, border is not guaranteed. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for always being here for me. God bless you. See you again in my next. Bye-bye. Thank you.